Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I just wanted to do a little get ready with me. I wanted to try a new base product today, but also use like some of my go-to work staples for my makeup. Like this is kind of what I've been leaning into for my general work makeup at the moment. If you have never watched my channel before, hi, my name's Alex. I use they, them pronouns. I really enjoy makeup and like horror and knitting and like nerdy stuff and animals. So that's kind of what we do. And yeah, let's just get into this video. Come get ready with me, y'all. So I dyed my brows like literally just now, so I don't think I'm gonna need to fill them in. I do want to put in my NYX brow glue because this has been getting a lot of mileage for me recently because I've been dyeing my brows, which is an excellent choice, I think. But yeah, I've really been enjoying the fact that I've started dyeing my brows on like a weekly-ish basis. I feel like that does so much for me. I feel like half of my barriers to doing makeup on a regular basis was just like feeling like it took work to get to like the fun part of makeup. So this cuts out a little bit of the work for me. Like when they fade, I do, like after it dries down, I'll put in a little bit of eyeshadow. There we go. Just to fill it in, but I don't need to do that today. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow base. I think do a standard, easy sort of work eye makeup look today because that's all I'm doing. I'm going into work and then running a couple errands. And then I'm picking up Casey from the camp that they're working at for Pride this weekend, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my Melt Gemini palette today because this has become like such a staple in my work makeup. I feel like this has become such a go-to palette. I feel like it's very versatile. Like, yeah, you're not gonna get like the most like beautiful, bright, funky, colorful looks, but like I've really been leaning into grungy neutrals for work. Since I'm wearing this color in my shirt, I'm gonna put on some Mochi, and I really like doing a halo eye because I feel like it really enhances my like natural eye shape, because I recognize that I have big old Bambi eyes, so I like to play into that. So for a halo eye, for those who don't like know what to do, I like to just fluff it in the outer and inner corner and then connect it in the middle. And you'll have probably noticed that I did put some primer under my eyes, and that's because I like to do this. And usually for work, I'll do like a variation of this either in like the green or the brown, sort of depending on what I am wearing. Okay, and what I really like about most of Melt's palettes is that they provide a really nice like matte gradient, so you can just really deepen things up to your own liking. So I'm gonna go in with Fire OG right here with a slightly smaller but still fluffy brush and use that on the outer and inner corner as well. Connect in the center, same principle, just smaller. Yeah, the other day I like decluttered a whole bunch of my makeup, so I've been feeling a lot more motivated to actually do my makeup on a regular basis now that I don't have to dig through like things that I'm not using, things that might be expired, because I just kind of never bothered to like check a whole bunch of my lipsticks when I was only rotating through like 3 or 4 of them on a regular basis. So if you would like sort of an updated makeup collection, like my makeup collection is still freaking huge, but if you would like an updated version of that, let me know, because I think that could be a fun video if you would be interested in seeing it. Okay, so I really love Melt's shimmers, but I've also always found that they're a little bit flaky, so I do have to use a glitter glue, so I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. There we go, that's the front of the package. I have like 2 of these, and I don't know which one is the older one. And I'm just tapping that where the green shadow is not, basically. And then I'm going to just use my finger, and I'm gonna go in with Goals with a Z, and that's just gonna be my lid shade. Yeah, that looks really pretty. I'm gonna take the brush that I used for Fire OG, and I'm not putting any more eyeshadow on it, but I am just tapping it around the edges of where I put down the shimmer, and just using any sort of like leftover product on there to just like soften it up. But I feel like that is really cute. I do want there to be a light inner corner, so I'm just gonna take Flash from my Drench Cosmetics Jupiter Jungle palette, and I'll just pop that in there very gently and easily, Nothing too terribly intense. I just like want that to be there. And if you have like a dark green liner and like want to deepen it up extra on the lower lash line, that could look really cute. I think that this is good for sort of an elevated work look for myself. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. I also recognize that like I work in a creative profession, so what I can wear for work and what other people might wear for work are very different things. I think honestly, my boss would be more upset with me if she thought that I felt like I couldn't come in wearing stuff like this or even something more intense if I wanted to. That's about where that lands for me. I definitely could wear something more intense than this to work, but I feel like that takes a bit more effort than what I'm willing to put in every single morning at the moment, when I also want to devote some of my time to other things in my life. So I got this old new mascara. I've been using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara for years, but I got a new mini of it. I love getting minis of high-end mascaras because I feel like high-end mascaras work really well for me. I don't like getting the full tube because I feel like it's sort of a waste of money when it's something that you're supposed to replace every 3 months, especially when I don't do my makeup every single day. Just like now it's most days of the week, but not every single day. This is like 10 or 12 bucks. I can't remember. On the Ulta website, I used a coupon recently for that. But yeah, I feel like this is basically the equivalent of like getting a nice drugstore mascara. Roughly the same amount of money for the amount of times that I replace my mascara. So, and that looks really nice. You might have seen I like doing 2 coats of mascara on top, 1 coat on the bottom. I feel like that balances out my eye look really well. You could do some cute false lashes. I'm not going to, but you could. That'll be great. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. This is supposed to kind of be a dupe for the like Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I'm not going to spend Charlotte Tilbury money, but I will spend like 12 bucks on this. This is in the shade Fair/Light, which looked a little bit lighter online, so I'm hoping that since this is a tinted moisturizer type of product, that's not going to matter too terribly much. Like, it matches my tan on my arms a little bit more, so maybe that'll be nice. But anyway, I'm just gonna start this at my nose real quick because I feel like when I start at my nose and sort of blend out, that my makeup like looks the most natural. I think that leaves a really nice finish. I think that once I put on a little bit more, there is no rhyme or reason for this at the moment. This is my first time using this like at all, so but I feel like this has a really nice finish so far. I have no idea how this is going to perform throughout the day. It's also really rainy outside today, so that might have an effect on any longevity. I've really moved away from matte foundations if I do any sort of base at all. I like something that just kind of goes with my natural skin texture well. And I like this a lot. It's very glowy. It almost makes me actually wish I had a setting powder. I don't have a setting powder. I don't own setting powder because I like a glow. I like a glow a lot. But this actually has a really nice finish. This is definitely more lighter coverage than my regular base, which I'm not mad at, and it's a more glowy, whereas this has been my go-to. It's the Lip Bar Just a Tint tinted moisturizer, and I feel like it's really nice. This is in the shade Zero. This is in like the second from the lightest shade, My Fair Lady, and it is a little bit dark for me right now, and I feel like this is slightly fuller coverage and a little bit more satin rather than straight up glowy. But I really like how this looks. It feels very natural. I might use a setting spray, but I'll see kind of how this performs throughout the day. I'm not gonna do too terribly much to the rest of my face. Just wanna kind of pull everything together. So I'm gonna use my bronzer from my Midas Cosmetics and Neon MUA Noon palette. Once again, lamenting not having bought another one of these because this is like the perfect combination of shades for me. Oh, and I just got my hair cut, so I can put up a little bit of bronzer along my hairline on both sides. I like fully wore makeup to get my hair cut the other day, which is wonderful because I know my barber likes to take pictures after she like does people's hair. But I also, because my bangs were flopping over like this, like super heavily by that time, I only put bronzer on this corner. And by the time we got around to taking pictures, I was like, oh yeah, you can see my full forehead now. I hope that pictures turned out fine, it seemed. I should have made slightly different choices that morning instead of, you know, being a little lazy on this. So let me hype up something that I bought a couple months ago. I have no idea if you can get this again, but I was in the $1.25 tree, because it's no longer the Dollar Tree, even though that's what it's branded. And I found these little spooky blushes and highlights. These are from Ioni Cosmetics. These were $1.25 each. This was like back in January, February. And I did not use these at all when I got them, but I just like thought, you know, it could be fun. It's not like a lot. And these are actually super, super good. The blush is super pigmented. The highlight is very satiny. So I'm just going to be using these today because I love a good sort of like peachy tone blush for myself. I feel like that looks really nice and natural. And I didn't expect myself to like a matte blush, but I do. Normally a glowy blush person. And I think that since I'm also not used to my skin being this glowy, just like from my tinted moisturizer, that this might help sort of that. So anyway, highlight time. Just gonna gently put a little bit of that on my cheekbones. I have heard that the youths are no longer putting highlight on their cheekbones and instead just doing like nose and lip. At least this is what my niece has informed me of. It's also recently come to my attention that people say like, I love that for you, or that's like cute for you, and they mean it as like sarcastic, and I've been fully just like meaning it as sincere this whole time, and I just sound kind of like an asshole. So anyway, blush time. This is pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna just like put a very light layer on, but look how pretty that is. Yeah, I feel like that's such a nice sort of color. And I think that this does help the like extra glowiness of the stuff, yeah. On that same Ulta order, I bought this Lime Crime Velveteens in Cindy, which I'm not sure, I'm not gonna use this today. I want to use it sometime soon. I think it'll be really cute, but I don't think that's I think I want something a little bit grungy or yellowy toned. So I think instead I'm gonna go with my Cider liquid lipstick from Black Moon, and I think I'll save the other one for another day. So that is my finished look. I feel like this is really cute. I'm gonna go to work now. Yeah, let me know what videos you would like to be seeing from me. Goose, I promise you I will be outside. Give me 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'll see y'all in my next one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!